me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He gives it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mixon. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
He's taken down at the 33.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 27. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Gain on the play.
That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. On first down, here's Breida. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 20-yard
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Second down, a run with Breida. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. They run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The tackle by Logan Wilson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Logan Wilson on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going with Lindsey. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 46-yard line.
Here's Lindsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect him? He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
Then a yard.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run for it. Muscles by at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
21-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
12.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this is not...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back from a Denver touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow.
Philip Lindsay.
You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end fan. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Good.
Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Come on.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
He's brought down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got it.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40.
In your face!
And all the way home for a Bronco score. K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, so that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now down to 20.
Bengals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now it's Lindsey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
The 25-yard line.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
That's good for a Denver.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run here with Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jordan Evans on the tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run by Lindsey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Flush to his right. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try the left side with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey, touchdown number 18 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Victory. This victory as they allow